webcasting for a worldwide audience.
Yes, indeed, you are listening to Radio Lewes, where the music matters, and welcome back to the Rock Show. And it's a very special show indeed. I've got company.
Wah!
Yeah, it's him. He's back.
Not me. Hello.
And secondly, it is a Halloween special, and we're on for 2 hours, you lucky people. Now, in honour of the season, I'm wearing a special T-shirt.
And I'm not.
And Si isn't.
I've been trick-or-treating, though.
He has. He's come in with a fistful of sweeties. So, we've got some weird and wonderful
We've got
music.
some real corkers.
We've got some classics.
Some classics, some scary ones, but no Phil Collins, thank the Lord.
No. That's just too scary for words.
He can't have that.
So if you're out trick-or-treating instead of listening to this show, which you shouldn't be, you might want to look out for the call of the zombie.
And out of the darkness the zombie did call. True pain and suffering he brought to them all. Away ran the children to hide in their beds, for fear that the devil would chop off their heads.
There you go, it's the intro from Rob Zombie's Hellbilly Deluxe. And if you've heard the call of the zombie, you really do need to look out, because there's a real possibility you're going to wake up dead. Megadeth there from Peace Sells But Who's Buying, the second studio album by the American thrash metal band from 1985, 6?
7, 8, 9.
Yeah, something like that.
I ain't heard that for ages.
Neither have I, but it's a great one for Halloween.
It is. It's good. Rocking nice and loud. Turn your headphones up.
Absolutely.
Right, I'm going to... my half of this show is a bit more obscure to the standard rock stuff.
Nothing wrong with that.
So we are going to go with Jack the Ripper by the Fuzz Tones.
Oh, brilliant.
And now some tragic local news. We have a report of another murder tonight. A young girl has been found dead in Hyde Park. The body was badly mutilated. Because of these murders, police request that all women stay inside their homes after dark this evening. If you must go out, please have someone accompany you. Keep your doors locked. We'll repeat that. Police request that all women stay inside their homes.
Streets of London late at night. Ripper, Jack the Ripper. He's got long black hair and his pants are tight. Ripper, Jack the Ripper. Well, he really cuts it up when the lights go down. Ripper, Jack the Ripper. 'Cause that's the time he likes to shop around. Ripper, Jack the Ripper. Well, he walks down the street. Every girl he meets, is your name Mary Kelly? Ripper, Jack the Ripper. Ripper, Jack the Ripper. Well, there's a man walks the streets of London late at night. Ripper, Jack the Ripper. He's got a long black cloak and a one-track mind. Ripper, Jack the Ripper. Well, all you bleeding little chicks take my advice. Ripper, Jack the Ripper. Don't walk the streets of Hollywood tonight. Ripper, Jack the Ripper. Because he walks down the street, every girl he meets is your name Mary Kelly. The cops will never catch him because he's much too clever. Jack the Ripper. And if they do, they'll catch the Ripper. Streets of Hollywood tonight. Ripper, Jack the Ripper. Well, he walks down the street, every girl he meets is your name Mary Kelly. Ripper, Jack the Ripper. Ripper, Jack the Ripper. Oh, Mary, Mary, where you going to? Ripper, Jack the Ripper. And then along comes Mary. Ripper, Jack the Ripper. Mary, Mary, quite concerned. How does your garden grow?
Oh, what a great track for Halloween.
That's the Fuzz Tones. It's off their fourth album called Monster A Go-Go. And there's loads and loads of sort of horror punk stuff on it. So
brilliant.
And they've made loads of albums.
Maybe we should just put that out as an album special, perhaps.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's a really good album.
Because my idea for this show is to give you a playlist for your Halloween party with a bit of cheeky nonsense.
It certainly is going to be a very interesting one between the two of us.
It is indeed. Well, I'm coming back to the more sort of contemporary Halloween track with a bit of Ozzy Osbourne.
Oh.
And Bark at the Moon.
at the moon.
Oh, what a classic. And what a wonderful voice.
It's great.
That was the third studio album, it was the title track. Do you know that's sold over 3 million copies in the US alone, that album?
There was several different covers for the album as well.
I like the one with the long-haired werewolf, of course.
Yeah, they did. And then the covers, they did them again, just with different colour backgrounds.
Yeah.
It's like, well, okay, let's just rip the kids off some more. It's great, isn't it?
Yeah, especially as you can't really see the artwork with all the different colours.
No, this is true.
So, what are you going to scare us with next?
I'm going to scare you with a track from 1956 by Screaming Jay Hawkins.
Oh, brilliant.
I'll put a spell on you.
I put a spell on you. Because you're mine. Stop the things you do. What's up? I ain't lying. Yeah, I can't stand. Woo! put a spell on you. Because you're mine. Oh, yeah. Stop the things you do. What's up? I ain't lying. I love you. I love you. I love you anyhow. I don't care if you don't want me. I'm yours right now. I put a spell on you. Because you're mine.
Well, it redeemed itself at the end there.
What a corker. Screaming Jay Hawkins from 1956, where I put a spell on you.
Oh, well.
So there you go.
I knew that I was going to be doing some damage to the rock show's reputation
You were
by
asking
letting
for
you
trouble.
do this. But it did redeem itself at the end. Next is a wonderful twist on the Jekyll and Hyde story. This is Hailstorm and Ms. Hyde.
In the daylight, I'm your sweetheart. Your goody two shoes prude is a work of art, but you don't know me.
There you go, Hailstorm, from their second full-length studio album, The Strange Case Of.
I like that bit at
from
the end.
2012. And the album name is taken from a track from an EP called The Strange Case of Miss Hyde.
Oh, okay. I like that bit at the end where it goes through your headphone.
Yeah, it's
left
weird,
to right.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Left to
Well,
right.
what's going on here? Because I wasn't familiar with that. Thank you very much for that one.
You're very welcome. And considering that was only their second album, it's still really fresh.
Yeah, it sounded really good. Screaming Lord Sutch next.
Oh, good.
Well, you asked for horror, you've got horror. Screaming Lord Sutch with She's Fallen in Love with a Monster.
She's fallen in love with a monster man. She's fallen in love with a monster man. She's fallen in love with a monster man.
Well, it was hot last night at the movie show. I parked my baby in the very last row. We were just making love, kind of kidding around, when the monster appeared with this crazy sound. My baby looked up, kind of mesmerized, and she gave a long moan, much to my surprise. Did the monster's the most, I'm his #1 fan.
Yes, I've fallen in love with this monster man. She's fallen in love with a monster man. She's fallen in love with a monster man.
Now don't think I mean or I wanna complain, but the guy's too ugly and hasn't got a brain. With great yellow fangs reaching down to his chin. Why, you just wouldn't go where this guy has been. He was growing green hair on top of his lid, just a crazier kind of mixed up kid. Been sort of stitched up by a sewing machine, but my baby said,
Yeah, this monster's a dream. She's fallen in love with a monster man. She's fallen in love with a monster man.
now the monster was weird, just a little unreal. Seemed kinda short of a sex appeal. He was dragging his chains and groaning his groan. Not really a guy that a girl should take home. When it comes to the scene where the monster should die, my baby broke down and she started to cry. Said, this monster I love, in a strange kind of whisper.
He's my kind of guy, 'cause I'm Dracula's sister. She's fallen in love with a monster man. She's fallen in love with a monster man.
So listen, you guys who are taking a wife, this could be your girl, so run for your life. Run for your life.
There you go. She's Fallen in Love with a Monster Man by Screaming Lord Sutch.
That was good. I like that.
It's a cool one, isn't it? He's
Very, very cool.
Joe Meek produced. It was done in like a bathroom in his house, which is like really weird.
I've heard a lot of stories about
There's a movie called-
music being cut in living rooms and bathrooms.
It's
and
really
kitchens.
weird. There's a movie called Telstar that came out I don't know, about 5-6 years ago, and that's all about Joe Meek's story. You want to watch it because it is really good. You see all these bands and artists. Page played in his bathroom.
Oh, ideal.
So yeah, there you go.
All right, now we're coming to a track that's been on every Halloween show I've ever done because it's brilliant and it comes from the best album Black Sabbath ever did, in my humble opinion. This is Lady Evil.
There's a place just south of Witches Valley where they say the wind
I do love that. I love the album. I especially love the album cover.
Yeah.
The three angels having a fag break.
It's great. I had a T-shirt with that one once.
It's the 9th studio album by Black Sabbath and the first to feature vocalist Ronnie James Dio, who replaced Ozzy Osbourne in 1979.
And replaced him rather well.
He did indeed.
Yeah.
He did indeed.
Unfortunately, it didn't quite work with Gillan, did it, when that happened?
No.
But we'll scoot over that.
Fantastic album, though. Fantastic album from 1980.
Right. Well, I'm going a few years up after that, 1985. The Damned did an album called Phantasmagoria, and this track was the first single off it. It's Grimly Fiendish.
Oh, I haven't heard that before.
No, that was,
I like that.
And that was one of their, when they became chart lovies, they were on top of the pops, and they were all, Dave Vanian was really sort of gothic, and he had the big hair and everything. Captain had gone and didn't want nothing to do with it, but he went and did Happy Talk.
Yeah.
You know, so okay. But yeah, that was from, like I say, from 1985.
I guess Happy Talk's just an example that everyone's got a price.
Yeah.
Well, I've been sticking with the girls for the last couple of tracks, and this one's no different. This is Rob Zombie's Living Dead Girl.
Living
creature who has an insatiable love for the dead.
On the stage is only one sure way to bring the giant down. The strange cemetery things with a one flat foot on the devil's wings. Like a hunchback juice on a sentimental news. Operation Filth, they love to love the wealth of an SS form making scary sounds. Hallucinating hack thinks a dollar read eats dollar bills. Gold's machine creates another fiend so beautiful they make you kill.
From Hellbilly Deluxe, Rob Zombie's debut album from 1998. Possibly the longest album title in history.
Yeah.
Hellbilly Deluxe, 13 Tales of Cadaverous Cavorting Inside the Spook Show International.
Yeah, that's probably one of the longest ones, yeah.
Actually, I could have just played that whole album for this show.
I haven't heard that for a long time. It's good.
It's a terrific tune, isn't it?
I shall be playing that later on in the very Emporium. Right. Monster Mash. You knew it was going to come, but it's not the Bobby Boris Pickett one.
Okay.
This is by the Misfits from 2004, and it was from the Project 50 album.
my Transylvania quiz.
It's a monster mash. It's a three-dot smash. It's all in a flash. It is a monster mash. Everything's cool, just a part of the band. My monster mash is the hit of the land. For you, the living is better than cool. When you get to my door, tell them only send you. Then you can monster mash and do a three-dot smash. And caught all in a flash. You can monster mash.
Oh, I'll have to have a copy of that.
Yeah, it's good. It's right, like I say, it's from the album The Project 1950, and they took all the horror and sci-fi stuff from the 1950 and just re-recorded it.
Oh, brilliant.
So it's sort of, the Misfits were a strange little band that everybody jumped on in America, and they made it big in this country, but they sort of, Ramones meets sort of surf stuff, isn't it, really?
Oh, I don't know. It's a pretty good track for this show, I reckon.
Good.
You are listening to Radio Lewis, where the music matters. This is The Rock Show, and this is a Halloween 2-hour special. I'm Ben Fuller.
And I'm Si.
And now for an absolute classic, Iron Maiden's Number of the Beast.
Woe to you, O earth and sea, for the devil sends the beast with wrath, because he knows the time is short. Let him who hath understanding reckon the number of the beast, for it is a human number. Its number is 666.
I left alone. My mind was blank. I needed time to think, to get the memories from my mind. What did I see? Could I believe that what I saw that night was real and not just fantasy? Just what I saw in my old dreams were the reflections of my Walkman staring back at me. 'Cause in my dreams, it's always there. The evil face that twists my mind and brings me to despair.
Oh, I don't really have to tell you much about that, do I?
No, not at all.
Become their first album to reach #1 in the UK albums chart, the first to feature Bruce Dickinson, and the last to feature drummer Clive Burr.
What a good album that was. Of course, Eddie was made in Lewes.
Indeed.
So there you go. Gives you a bit of information there for you. My follow-up to that is like, okay, I'm changing direction here. This is a track called There Is a Ghost in My House, and it's by The Mighty Fall.
Oh, you sneaked that one in, didn't you?
I did. You can't knock a bit of The Fall. That was a cover version of R.D. Taylor's Ghost in My House Motown track. The Fall actually charted with that in 1992. So there you go.
One of the very few times
they were a chart act. Yes.
Well, I'm going to give you an antidote to that. And this is another absolute classic for Halloween. Motorhead's Hellraiser. Well, I haven't got Hellraiser, I'm afraid.
No.
So the next track coming on the list is going to have to do. And I've told you before, if you want pets in the studio, you've got to feed them.
Ah.
Yes, I know you're hungry. Ah, and here comes dinner. Feed 'em my Frankenstein.
Well, I'm evil. I'm just
Go on, say it.
See, I do like Alice Cooper, early Alice Cooper, and that I don't get it.
No.
A lot of it.
Well, the thing is, I upset him quite badly recently, didn't I? I did a Saturday Live and I played Poison.
Oh, no, that is a horror.
Now, in my defence, I didn't have a lot of time.
No.
I got told at the last minute that I was doing that show. So I picked a Essential Rock collection and I didn't look at it. I just picked it up, brought it in, whacked it in the machine, and then I looked at the playlist and I
there
thought,
was Poison.
That's going to upset someone.
Oh, dear.
Anyway, Feed My Frankenstein, a terrific Halloween song from 1991 and the album Hey Stupid. It was later released as a single in 92. Its highest chart position as a single was number 27 in the UK.
See, yeah, it was chart stuff. Well, I'm going to follow that on with Rockin' Zombie. Now, this is by a band called the Crew Necks from 1959.
It's a great title.
It is.
One night as I was walking past the cemetery, I saw a little girl, she's a walking towards me. So I made the scene and I went to see. I got a look at a real zombie. She picked up her head and made with the stare. I looked at her and it gave me a scare. She smiled and said, "Don't be bugged by me. I am known as a rockin' zombie." She said she was headed for a record hop and asked if I wanted to come and bop. I said, okay, this I have to see. Me making drag with the rockin' zombie. We split for the tunes and we did hear a rockin' the sound coming out of the beer. We entered the tomb and at a glance I noticed the cats had a real cool dance. They picked up their legs without bending their knees. They stuck up their arms and they grabbed for the breeze. They moved about with the shuffling sound, digging the beat coming out of the ground. We danced all night, the zombie and me. The sun came up over the cemetery. When they saw the light, they did flee. And that was the end of my rockin' zombie.
Oh, what a groove.
What a good one, that one. That's from 1959. They were a band called the Crew Necks, and they only released 2 singles. There was that one, which was Rockin' Zombie, and the one before it was I'll Never Forget You. That sounds like a corker, doesn't it?
Don't it just?
And you can get that. There's a compilation called Rockabilly from Hell. I've got a sucker for all these weird and wonderful compilations. And yeah, you can get it on dear old Amazon. There's a whole series of them, and there's all this strange, weird rock and roll and rockabilly. Worth checking out.
I can see a show in that.
Oh, yes.
Right, I'm going to go to my favourite band of modern times now, and a terrific tune. This is Blackstone Cherry's Devil's Queen.
Let's hear the one about the devil's queen. Welcome aboard the devil's queen. Rolling on the river all the way to New Orleans. Mr. Johnson and Sonny Boy are playing on and on and on and on. Beelzebub is stealing your cards tonight. I'm the devil's queen. The midnight crow calls us up from the ground. The water's run and the engines howl. All aboard is going aboard. Welcome aboard the devil's queen. Rolling on the river all the way to New Orleans. Mr. Johnson and Sonny Boy are playing on and on and on and on. Beelzebub is stealing your cards tonight. I'm the devil's queen. Yeah, yeah, all aboard is going aboard. Welcome aboard the devil's queen. Rolling on the river all the way to New Orleans. Mr. Johnson and Sonny Boy are playing on and on and on and on. Beelzebub is stealing your cards tonight. I'm the devil's
Oh, what a fantastic bit of southern style rock there. Blackstone Cherry. From their Folklore and Superstition album, their second studio album from 2008. And it's cracking.
Radio Lewis, where the music matters.
Oh, we're back with that. I think it made me jump, that man. Right, you're listening to The Rock Show, or Ben's Rock Show, and it's a special edition. It's all about Halloween and that. I'm Si, and he's
Ben.
And I'm choosing the next track. It's from an album called Songs the Lord Taught Us, and it's by The Cramps, and it is I Was a Teenage Werewolf.
Teenage
cramped.
died a painful death, didn't it?
It goes into the next track. That was Old Teenage Werewolf from Songs the Lord Taught Us. That was a single as well. There's several different versions of that. And I've just found out that mine's worth about 50 quid. So I'm quite happy.
There you go.
See you later. Bye. So yeah, that was that one.
Well, I've threw this next track in just because it's a bit of a giggle. And you certainly wouldn't want to bump into one of these while you're out trick-or-treating, would you? This is Royal Blood and 10-Ton Skeleton. Oh, it's about time we had a local band on the show. Royal Blood from Brighton they are.
Always forget about them.
And that was their eponymously titled debut album and the smash single, 10-Ton Skeleton. Today I am a 13-stone skeleton.
You're a skeleton and I'm just fat.
Don't put yourself down.
Right, my next one on the list is from Susie and the Banshees, and it's from their fourth album. The album's called Juju, and this is Halloween. I do like that track.
I do. Yeah.
I don't know why it wasn't a single. It was really bizarre because they were on a good roll then.
Well, anybody who's a regular listener to my show will know that I'm always ranting on about the singles chart.
Yeah.
And why stuff doesn't do better than it should, why stuff doesn't make the charts. I've given up trying to work out the British singles charts.
It was bizarre. They around that time they actually stopped putting out singles. They were sulking, and then Robert Smith got on board, and then they started putting singles out again. Dear Prudence.
Well, it didn't do Led Zeppelin any harm, did it?
No. Good little band they are. They might be big one day.
Yeah, they might be.
What you got next then?
Another track called Halloween.
Ah.
It's only a shorty.
There's magic in the air. Magic in the air. Magic in the
Where am I now? Is there anybody out there? What has happened? Am I in heaven? Or is it hell? I can see a light coming. It's coming here. It's shining. It shines so bright. It's shining on me.
There you go. A treat and a trick to go with it. Halloween. That's the extended version, by the way, from, as if you hadn't guessed.
That was the edited one.
From Keeper of the Seven Ticks. Keeper of the Seven Keys, Part 1.
7 ticks, that would have been good.
7 ticks.
Well, how do I follow that up?
Something shorter, hopefully.
Shorter. I have the 28-minute version of... no, I have a bit of David Bowie and Scary Monsters.
Keep me running.
eked every little bit of that out for you.
Yeah.
David Bowie, Scary Monsters, Super Creeps from the same album of the same name from 1980, and it had Ashes to Ashes and Fashion on that album as well.
Well, I know you'd sneak some Bowie in there somewhere.
Yeah, I think there's another one coming up a bit later.
Yeah. Well, our friends from Scotland, Vantage Point, released a new album this year. It's called Work, Work, Work. And the first track on the album is perfect for this show. It's Zombie Train. Okay, well, that's not really a Halloween song. It's actually a rant about the state of the railways, but it's a great title, isn't it?
Yeah. I was looking at my phone and thought, oh, my phone's ringing. It wasn't. It was.
Vantage Point are from Edinburgh, and they got in contact with me. They were cheeky and sent me some of their stuff, so I played it. And that's from their latest album, Work, 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 which you can buy along with their back catalogue from their Facebook page at Vantage Point Rocks.
Oh.
And I've got all of it. They've sent it all to me. I'm very lucky. And it's all very, very good stuff.
It sounded good. I'm going to have a listen to that. Right, my next one is another. Remember right the way back at the beginning, all them years ago.
Yeah.
I played a Fuzz Tones track. Well,
You did.
There's 2 Fuzz Tones tracks on there. This is Going to the Graveyard.
Went to the graveyard late last night. I had to get out 'cause it didn't feel right. Tired of my folks always trying to fight. Sick of my girlfriend's ugly side. Woo! I'm going to the graveyard, away from here. Going to the graveyard, filled with fear. Thought I heard the devil trying to drag me down. Restless spirits moving underground. Then I met a girl and held her in my arms. We made love on an old tombstone. I'm going to the graveyard, away from here. Going to the graveyard, filled with fear. Oh, yeah! Well, I woke up and I was all alone. I looked for the girl, but she must have gone. Then I saw her name on that old tombstone. Now I know my lover ain't fashionable. Uh-oh, gone to the graveyard, away from here. Gone to the graveyard, filled with fear. Gone to the graveyard. Said I'm gone to the graveyard. Gone to the graveyard, away from here.
Short but sweet and very, very good.
Going to the Graveyard with the Fuzz Tones. There you go.
Very, very Halloween-y
Yeah,
indeed.
yeah.
Now, I have got another long one.
Ooh,
It's not that long. It's certainly not as long as Halloween. This is Metallica and the wonderful The Thing That Should Not Be. Oh, what a cracking track. I haven't heard that for a very long time. From Master of Puppets, the third studio album by the wonderful American heavy metal Metallica.
Good. And they got their Justice for All's coming out. Well, at the end of the month.
They have indeed. How many discs is that one?
15 discs.
15 discs.
Of the same 9 tracks.
Yeah.
Be good, though. I'll have it.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful.
Right, my next one. We're going back to 1959 again. And this time it's Jackie Morningstar with Rockin' in the Graveyard.
Now you've heard of the purple people eater, and they sing of the witch doctor too. I guess these songs have sold 1 million copies. Well, I got one to sell 1 million too. Well, I was out in the graveyard about 12 o'clock. Something hit me, it felt like a rock. I thought it was an owl flying around in the run, but it's just an old ghost digging holes in the ground. He said, wait a minute, boy, wait a minute, boy, I say. Wait a minute, boy, wait a minute before you run away. Now I've seen a lot of strange things. I've heard a lot of strange things too. But the strangest thing I ever heard when he said, I want you. Wait a minute, boy, wait a minute, boy, I say. Wait a minute, boy, wait a minute before you run away. I say, wait a minute, boy, wait a minute, boy, I say. Wait a minute, boy, wait a minute before you run away. Wait a minute, boy, wait a minute, boy, I say.
Like I said before, Jackie Morningstar with Rockin' in the Graveyard from 1959. That's from that same CD, Rockabilly from Hell.
Yeah, well, forgive me for saying this, but I think that one should have stayed there.
Oh, it's a monster.
Mind you, I didn't want to play this next track, did I?
No, you didn't.
Because I'm a track short, I've got to play it. I'm not the biggest Judas Priest fan in the world.
No.
But never mind, this is Devil's Child.
Hypnotize me, mesmerize me, feel my willpower slip. Light my fire with cold desire, losing all my grip.
Oh, that was from 1982 in the album Screaming Ventures. Now, bearing in mind, that was right in the middle of the new wave of British heavy metal. That was their 8th studio album.
Was it really?
I'm not the biggest fan in the world, so I'm amazed that they'd had 8 albums by 1982.
They probably
Not a bad track, that one.
No, it was all right, yeah. But I don't think I could do a whole one.
No.
You know what I mean? It's sort of, every so often. But there you go, it's just my opinion. Right, another one. This is a real little odd one for you now. It's an early David Bowie track from 1967, and it's called Please Mr. Gravedigger.
There's a little churchyard just along the way. Used to be Lambeth's finest array of tombstones, epitaphs, wreaths, flowers, all that jazz, till the war came along and someone dropped a bomb on the lot. And in this little yard there's a little old man with a little shovel in his little bitty hand. He seems to spend all his days puffing fags and digging graves. He hates the Reverend Vicar and he lives all alone in his home. Excuse me. Please, Mr. Gravedigger, don't feel ashamed as you dig little holes for the dead and the maimed. Please, Mr. Gravedigger, I couldn't care if you found a golden locket full of some girl's hair and you put it in your bucket. Pour it down. A mother doesn't know about your sentimental joy. She thinks it's down below with the rest of her toys. A ma wouldn't understand, so I won't tell. So keep your golden locket all safely hid away in your pocket. Yes, Mr. GD, you see me every day. Standing in the same spot by a certain grave. Mary Ann was only 10, full of life and oh so gay, and I was the wicked man who took her life away. Very selfish. Oh God. No, Mr. GD, you won't tell. And just to make sure that you keep it to yourself, I've started digging holes, my friend, and this one here's for you. Look at our girl. It's plainly, that's what I want to know. Hello, what's this? Dog should be allowed to do it. Bloody obscene. Catch a Bodie or something at this rate.
Wow. See, I told you that was weird. And Ben's going, what on earth's going on? That was Please Mr. Gravedigger from David Bowie. So there you go, 1967.
The really weird thing is I'm pretty sure I've heard that before. I just can't remember where.
It's good.
Okay, I've got one more track on the day's show, and then you've only got one to follow. We're nearly done. So this is for the end of your Halloween party. This is a wonderful piece by Goth Minister. This is Monsters.
Tales of any evil spell. Repulsive hymns will unleash the creatures. Discerning images of decadence. Where is the beauty between the devil's heads? You are free to feel safe in the mean careless. You are gone, you're the one we are praying for. Why do you believe in monsters? Why do you believe in hell? Why do you believe in love divine? In your dark and twisted mind. Why do you believe in monsters? Why do you believe in hell? Why do you believe in love divine? In your dark and twisted mind.
Get Off Minister there, and that was from 2000, and I've lost it.
He's lost it. So
I've lost it. 2005, and the Empire of Dark Salvation.
And that was your last one on the list, wasn't it?
It was, I'm afraid. We've run out of time. You've been listening to Radio Lewes, where the music matters. This has been The Rock Show, and this is a Halloween 2-hour special with my good mate, Si.
Hello there.
And
Goodbye.
He's got one track to leave us with.
I've got one track left. It came out as a 12-inch single in 1979. You could only get it on a 12-inch. It's Bauhaus and it's Bela Lugosi's Dead. Thank you very much for listening to me. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
translucent black capes back on the raft. Bela Lugosi is dead. The bats have left the bell tower. The victims have been bled, red velvet lines. The black box, Bela Lugosi's dead. Bela Lugosi's dead. Undead, undead, undead. Undead, undead, undead. The virginal brides filed past his tomb, strewn with time's dead flowers, bereft in deathly bloom. Alone in a darkened room, the Count